And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review, and today we are reviewing Aquaman, the first Aquaman. I know the second one just came out, hint, hint, hint. But yeah, we're back to movie reviews. I know I haven't done one in a while. We really haven't done a marathon in a while. That's why we haven't. That's why there hasn't been a lot of movie reviews lately, but we're going to try and get back into those swing of things in 2024, so that's going to be good. We're starting with Aquaman, released in, I think, 2016, might have been 2015. It's basically just a movie about Aquaman, one of the DC heroes of the universe and stuff. So, we watched this, with Jeffofthemellows, LikunMiffery, the usual crew, and watched that on Disney Plus, so that was good to be able to watch that. But I got some thoughts on this movie, so let's jump right into it, shall we? First off, I want to say the aquarium part at the beginning of the movie, it reminds me of Harry Potter, actually. It is, in the Harry Potter when they're at, I think it's the reptile house or something, and the Harry Potter's like telepathically communicating with the python, and then it breaks out of its enclosure and scares everybody and causes a huge deal. That's kind of what it reminded me of, was that part. The submarine scene that takes place shortly after that, it's full of funny one-liners that sometimes don't hit, but sometimes do. And that's kind of an overall arching theme of this movie. It's just a lot of one-liners with the villains and main characters of the movie, especially with like Aquaman. They try and hit with some humor as well, with some cool stuff there. So that's cool. Which is good. It's definitely more of a lighthearted film for the most part with the movie, and that's really, really cool. So, and there's a Pringles cameo as the Pringles son. I have to point out the fact that there were Pringles cans in the restaurant, in the bar, or whatever you want to call it, sitting on the counter. I believe they were cheddar and sour cream and onion, but I could be wrong. But that was cool. That was just a little thing I noticed. Like, they try and blurt it out, and then they did a really good job of it. Good enough for me. I recognized what it was, and I was happy with it. So there you go. Another reoccurring theme in this movie is that when they are like transferring from one location to the other, a lot of the times it's just they're somewhere in some place. It's always like somewhere in the Indian Ocean, or somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, somewhere in the North Sea, somewhere in the Arctic Sea, or just somewhere in some place. Like, it doesn't. I get, like, the whole thing is like you're not supposed to know the locations of Atlantis or any of these other places. And so that's why they can't be like super specific, because if they were able to be specific, then that would kind of throw away that whole point, make it mute. But it doesn't. Does it really? Do you really have to establish the location, but still like make it vague? Couldn't you? You don't even have to put that there. I don't think people would have really cared. It just is a really weird thing that they do. I get if they want to do it, maybe like a couple times in the movie, but they do it, it's pretty frequent. I mean, every time they go to a new spot, it seems like when they do like overhead shots, that's what they usually do, and it's just weird why they do that. I don't know why. The water people are like rebelling against pollution, or at least that's kind of like I guess maybe what they're hiding it from, or like some people believe that they're rebelling against pollution, but some of the higher ups don't. But it's cool though. Like, that's a nice theme to put in the movie. Is like, yeah, water, we're damaging the ecosystems in the water. Yay! Woo! Damaging ecosystems. We gotta do better. We gotta rebuild them. We gotta be nicer. We gotta stop dumping our garbage everywhere. This is what's happening. Yay! A little nice inspirational, and also eye-opening. Really, like a call to action sort of thing there. And another thing about this movie, people throw up a lot. You get it anywhere from the beginning of the movie when the dad and the mom, like, saves the mom before they become mom and dad, and then, well, she throws up, and then he saves somebody he throws up out of the water, and I can't, he's drowning, and like that's the thing. But do you have to show it literally every time it happens? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. You gotta do that. Just a little piece of a thing there, right? It doesn't like have to be done that way. I don't know. I just didn't really I didn't really find that as necessary. Anyway, but overall though, this movie was pretty good. I thought it wasn't like great. I've definitely seen better superhero movies, and even out of DC, and also just in general. But it wasn't like a terrible movie. There were just a lot of parts that maybe didn't make a whole lot of sense, or just didn't feel very engaging enough, and that's why I kind of think it falls more towards the mid-tier point of my movies that I've seen, at least. So that's why for my final score of Aquaman, I am going to give this one a good 6. I think I'm going to give it a 6. It's not terrible, like I said, but it's just not great either. I don't know. It just didn't leave anything too drastically like lasting on me in either direction. So that's what I thought about this movie. But what do you guys think about this movie? I'd like to know your thoughts about Aquaman. Have you seen the movie? I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this movie review as well, and for this video. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews. I got a couple more that I need to make. Hint, hint, Aquaman, another Aquaman, and then another movie as well. And then until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.